You'd still be you, though.
I know the rules.
Okay, even in a George Clooney movie, that doesn't make you George Clooney.
You mean any more than I already am? It's Clooney.
Do we even have to have this argument? It's just a broader version of something we've already talked about.
It's simpler, is what it is. For a socially awkward guy like me, living in a movie universe would rule.
I can explain.
I can explain.
I can explain.
I can't explain.
I still don't. All right. What kind of movie are we talking about? Action? Horror?
Any? This theory assumes that all movies take place in the same universe, all governed by the same all-encompassing movie laws.
Right. All movies have the same underlying rules. Things that only happen that way in movies. Those are the perks that we're talking about.
You're on his side already?
I want to win one. Look how prepared he is.
Hey, how prepared we are. Point 1. Movie characters are better than real people. In real life, it's impossible to tell what someone's actually thinking or feeling.
Oh, right. It's not like you could rely on facial expressions or social cues.
Tone was exaggerated and you smirked. Sarcasm.
What my associate is trying to say is that movie characters are easy to navigate. Movies are short, so in order to save time, characters wear their thesis like a t-shirt.
Exactly. Reality all comes down to social grace and being able to decode complicated face shapes. 5 minutes into a movie, a sassy friend character will walk in and say, you know what your problem is? You're a burnout loser, or you're too uptight, or you work too much. Thank you! Now I know what I am! Easy!
Or they just announce it themselves apropos of nothing.
I'm emotionally unavailable.
I'm emotionally damaged.
But somehow, in that world, it works, even though it's absurd to think of real friends just sitting around trading exposition.
Isn't that us?
Real friends, Michael.
There is no room for guesswork, no opportunities to misread signals. That guy's the cocky alpha male. That lady has trust issues. That man is a Batman. Everyone fits into a nice data set the way that God calculated. That was a plus sign, not a cross.
And you really want to live in a world where everyone is two-dimensional?
I really do.
Wouldn't life be easier if you never had to worry about accidentally offending somebody's sensibilities?
I already don't worry about that. Although, yes, it is very easy the way I live.
Wait a second, you think that there are less misunderstandings in movies? Almost every single comedy relies on the idea of someone taking something the wrong way or taking it out of context and then stumbling into some wacky adventure just because they misunderstood. You want to live there?
Point 2.
Movie plots are better than real problems. The beauty of a movie is that every misunderstanding eventually gets neatly wrapped up.
Yes, at the end of a movie, no question goes unanswered. The bad guy gets his comeuppance. The people who are supposed to get together, get together. The good team wins the championship game. The guy gets the dream job and the dream girl.
Yeah, if your dream job is architect. Do you have any idea how many movie protagonists are architects? I do, and I will list them now. And if you're a woman, you do something vague with TV, or you own a bakery, or some other piece of cute specialty bullshit.
Over half of all men would be architects. That can't be good for the economy.
And boring! That is too many architects. Running around in their blazers, competing over who gets to design Katie's pie shop.
We'd also make homemade cat food, but we'd put it in a little pie, so it's like a little pie for your cat.
What are you kidding? In the real world, 53% of architects are unemployed, and the ones who do have jobs are miserable because there's nothing left to build.
Why would you know that? Huh? How could you possibly have architect job satisfaction statistics prepared for this?
On the card.
What else does the card know? Ask it how I die.
Even though real architects are jobless and miserable, somehow in the movie world, they're crushing it. As a fast-talking white creative type and a quirky, charming girl type, Katie and I would be nailing it in the movie world.
Katie's Little House of Pies and Little Cat Pies is going to blow up.
Oh, I hate that name.
Awful, man.
So, job security. I mean, that's another point. Probably deserves its own card. I need to give it a card.
Soren, we're losing. You are blowing this for us, Soren.
Shut up. I got this. How about how in movies there are never people living normal, stable lives? Movies are predicated on chaos and conflict. Even when things are going really well, the universe will conspire to flip your entire life upside down.
Yeah, and then I'll just learn some lesson from the experience and change for the better as a result. Learning hella lessons. All hella day.
Yeah. Every hella day. Constant transition periods. Always redefining new aspects of yourself. Doesn't that sound exhausting? In movies, the stakes are always high. For someone like me, that's exciting because I like meeting new people and I crush adventures. But for you, a little be a nightmare.
You'd never catch a break, Daniel. There'd always be one more heist, one last big game, one last soul-growing false imprisonment to suffer. You think you're anxious and stressed out now?
I do. There was a waitress here who smiled at me 6 months ago, and then she didn't smile at me the day after, and I'm worried if I offended her. I have a couple of theories about why I...
Oh, too sad.
A socially awkward train wreck like you, offense intended, could never hang in movie world.
Daniel, did they just win? Damn it! I studied for this!
Would be exciting though, for us normals. I mean, think about it. No more boring family holiday events. Every meal would be crazy or romantic. You'd never eat soup again without learning something shocking or getting an unwanted foot job under the table.
Yeah, and think about sporting events. Every single one of them would be a nail biter that comes down to the last few seconds. I mean, when you die hard.
Could I still have my bakery though?
No. Hey Daniel, what's your card say about you guys cracking up under pressure like a couple of beeholes?
My name is Dan. I don't like haircuts. I don't like physical contact with other people. For a while, I did this thing where I didn't hug anyone. That didn't last very long because I'm very lovable. I need glasses.